Tonight was a good game for us. I think Arizona is a really scary team to play against. I think that they have shown flashes of just being a really, really good basketball team this season. And, we're getting to that point in the year where every game is so meaningful. So it was good for us to be able to protect home court tonight. Although we were winning at halftime, I wasn't really very pleased with our first half. I thought we were a little bit lax, a little bit too casual, but our kids were great at making adjustments coming out of halftime, and I was proud of our third quarter and even the fourth quarter, just the way that we played the game the right way. So I think we're figuring it out. We're figuring out how to, fire on all cylinders, and Arizona's defense is really, really good, and the way that they pressure you and make you uncomfortable is something that has given teams a lot of problems. And I think in the past we have struggled against that, but we've continued to get better against the press and those pressure-type defenses. So was pleased with the way that we took care of the ball and really just played out of the traps, and I think we're getting a lot better at that. So I'm also very proud of that.
Coach, it's not often we see Stailee on the bench for as long as she was tonight. Can you kind of talk us through that decision?
Yeah, sure. She got 2 fouls, and we're still in a position that I think we were able to play without her. And our kids came in and did a great job of maintaining that lead. That's been a little bit problematic for us in the past, but she's been doing a great job of not getting into foul trouble, so that was kind of the first time that's happened, I want to say, since the Houston game. But our kids did a really good job of just maintaining that lead and protecting that lead without her, so we felt comfortable enough to keep her on the bench with those 2 fouls and then have her, fresh for the second half.
And scoring 83 points against a team that holds teams to usually 60, the shooting percentages don't really line up with that score. Where did that success come from, do you think?
I think the fact that we were able to get pretty high percentage shots. I thought that our depth kind of, they had Jada go down, and I hope she's okay. I love Jada. I think she's such a good little fiery player, and I've known her for a really long time, being from Kansas City, but she goes down, and then they had some other kids in foul trouble, so we wanted to take advantage of their lack of depth and really just get up and down. That's kind of what we want to do anyway, but we were able to do that even more tonight because of their lack of depth.
Coach, what's the next step for this team? What are you looking for out of this group?
Yeah, honestly, we're just taking it one game at a time. We've learned the hard way what can happen when we look ahead, but I think going into the year, we were really hungry to get to the tournament. We still have a lot of business to take care of, but now that we've positioned ourselves where we have, it's really about seedings, and just understanding how important every single game is, and getting better every game, because we still can get so much better as a team. So we're really just focused on, one game at a time, and understanding that while March looks promising at this point, we want to play as long as possible, and those seedings matter. So that's really what we're focused on right now.
Coach, you guys had a uncharacteristic first quarter in terms of fouls and just some mistakes that were made. What are you saying to the team during that or after the quarter, or are you saying anything at all, or is it just uncharacteristic, they'll figure it out?
I thought they were way more urgent than we were. We were getting back cut. We got back cut 3 different times, and we don't even give that up in our defense. So I just thought we were kind of sleepwalking a little bit. They came out more aggressive than we were, and I let them know that. So, yeah, we addressed it.
Micah, y'all are number 20. You've had some huge wins this season. How often, it sounds like the coaches talk to y'all a lot about not looking ahead and staying focused. How often do y'all as players kind of remind each other, to stay in the moment and maybe not get caught up in the success? Or do you?
I don't think we really do, because we are focused on the moment and just doing the right thing at the right time and just staying present, honestly. Yeah.
Is that I don't know, does it feel weird to you that this group is so focused that y'all don't have to, I don't know, is it weird that isn't a concern for y'all at this point?
No, I think it's a great thing. And it makes a team great when you focus on just the present and not looking over to another game or stuff like that.
Coach, I would love to hear both of your sides, you too, Micah, just about praise tonight and what she brought. I mean, it's about time we get to talk about her. So I would just love to have your input on her game tonight.
Yeah. You want to go first?
Yeah, Praise is a great player for us. When she can get rebounds, run the floor, and just do what Praise do, bring the toughness to the team, she's great.
Yeah, I think I said it after last game on Saturday, but she's just that ultimate glue player. She's so blue collar. There's no job that she won't do for us. She's incredibly tough. And that, she always runs the floor as hard as she did tonight. She just doesn't always necessarily get rewarded for it. But it was good to see her get some easy rim runs tonight. And then, of course, her rebounding. I mean, she had 9 rebounds against K-State. Like, she's done that for us pretty consistently. And her physicality is real hard to play against, I think, for people. She's the ultimate I'll do whatever you need me to do type player. And every team needs that. I think she's a little bit crazy in a good way. I mean, she's fearless, and she's so physical with that, and so it gives some people problems. And tonight, I think we saw that with her offensive rebounding. So we love Praise. She's kind of a fan favorite. We give her a hard time a lot, but she takes it even. So she's just that type of player that you definitely want on your team. You don't want to play against Praise.
You're 15-1 now at home with 2 games remaining left here. What does it mean to continue drawing this crowd in and feeding off of them, but also have this record that opponents have to come in and try to fight for?
Sure. It means everything. The way that our fans have continued to show up for us. I was disappointed with the weather today because we, have just had so much momentum and they've been so awesome for us. And even tonight, I was really proud of the turnout because I think they had a lot of reasons not to come with the weather and school being canceled and, all that stuff. But it means the world. And every single game, I want to make them proud. I want to give them a reason to come back. And I think we've done that so far. And it's just it's a real sense of gratitude that I have, but also a real sense of responsibility that I feel, and I hope our players feel to, let them know how grateful we are that they come and support. And I want to continue to build it, and it helps so much with not just in-game atmosphere, but also recruiting. Micah chose to come back home and play for us, and for her to get to play in front of crowds like that stuff matters a lot. So really grateful to our fans for the way they've showed up, and we want to continue to protect home court for them, and we can't protect home court without them, so we kind of both need each other.
Micah, what have the crowd, obviously tonight it's a smaller crowd, but maybe just as meaningful with the weather, but what have even some of the bigger crowds meant to you this season? Especially, I imagine you've had a lot of people you knew that have been able to come watch you.
Oh yeah, it's wonderful. Just to play in front of a crowd like that, it just makes you more grateful for the opportunities you get on the court and just playing basketball, period. So yeah.
Would you say you're the same player you were when the season started? And if not, how have you sort of adapted and kind of grown?
I think I've grown just mentally. You have the little ups and downs, and you just learn from those. And just probably my work ethic has just grown, honestly. Getting in the gym, staying in the gym every day. And yeah, just mentally I've grown better, stronger, confidence-wise.
Jacie, I kind of want to ask you the same thing. Just what have you seen? How have you seen Micah develop, especially from, when she first got here? Has she carved out a larger role than maybe you would have thought at some point?
I wouldn't say that. We were really excited about Micah, and she's been a scorer wherever she's been. And but to transfer up, I mean, this was a step up. And the first time she transferred to the Big East, that was a step up, and I think she did a good job of proving herself there. And then now transferring another step up in a Power 4 conference in the Big 12. I mean, that's tough to maintain what she was doing, but I think that she has figured out the work that goes into it, and just I've really been on her about attention to detail and those little things that matter so much. And I'm really grateful that she's so coachable, because she takes coaching well, and she's made those adjustments. I think we saw a little bit of a slump for her, which is normal for shooters to go through, but she did what she was supposed to do. She got in the gym. And she has been a very key player for us in so many games. And I think when she's playing well, we're a really, really tough team to play against, because the other, Stailee's going to do Stailee things. Tenen is Tenen, and Mike Onegret, like, to me, if we can get one of those two, we're pretty dang good. If we can get both of them, that's when we're really good. And it's been fun watching her grow, just with her maturity of what it takes to be good consistently at this level.
Micah, how is your guys' response, like your team, your response to not shooting well? We've seen that kind of develop throughout the season. How has it changed since the beginning of the season?
I think we just get in the gym more, honestly. Just work harder. We know those games are going to come, and just figuring out, like, different ways to score and communicating, honestly, yeah.